Alright, what's going on, guys? So, as post, and we're back for yet another Wi-Fi battle. Like I said the last game, this is going to be the last game that I'm using this team. If you're not familiar with it, it's just Suicide Lead, Lycanroc, and then a bunch of things that try to take advantage of hazards and keep them down, and then pivot Komala just because I needed something there. And we're facing Doom. So this is part 3 of the Epic Trilogy versus Doom. Game 1 you guys already saw. Game 2 you guys are not going to see because I did not save the VOD. Because I baby raged so hard. I was looking like EG/Secret/Sad Boys Artur. And I missed. So I was running Thunder on Porygon 2. I've already explained why Thunder Porygon 2 on that particular Porygon 2 set is legit. But the problem was that you use it to beat Celesteela essentially. But the problem was that I was facing a Gyarados, and Doom left that thing in there like 5 times, and I missed all 5 Thunders. That's an exaggeration, but I don't care. We're gonna rock with it. And so that plus a couple other things caused me to lose the game, and like I said, I baby raged so hard. So that VOD got deleted, but just know that Doom won, but he didn't win it legit. So now we got the final match right here, the trilogy. Obviously it's not the final time Doom and I play a bunch. So I almost thought that it was recording. That's why I was stuttering. I got so spooked for a second, but I think we're good, boys. So, like I said, it is versus Doom. He has the Zydog. Basically, that thing just 6-0s my team. I just have to hope that he doesn't have Substitute, and then I have a chance, but I really don't. Everything else on his team is irrelevant. He has Tapu Lele too, which is also busted. It also 6-0s me, but Zydog just wins the game. So the trilogy is not looking too good, but we're gonna try and power through anyways. We've powered through some tough matchups with this team, so we're gonna try and power through right here and let things rock. So let me go ahead and remove the thing right there, so I remember to do it this time. And we are challenged by Doom. So let's just see how it goes. He's just gonna lead straight off with it. That is that boy Zydog. I'm gonna lead with Lycanroc, obviously, at this point. Like, y'all should know at this point, Lycanroc is the dedicated lead. Just get these rocks up. That's that boy Zydog. What am I supposed to do against this? What am I actually supposed to do against this? I don't have a switch. I got the Focus Sash right there, and he's Life Orb too, so he can switch up his moves. Not like it matters, because he just clicks 1,000 arrows and blows me away. I'm gonna get rocks up. Nice and solid rocks, try and get some residual. He does have Tapu Fini, but I'm not worried about Tapu Fini. I'm thinking that I could Sucker Punch, get a little bit damaged on the way out of here, but nope. Boy got extreme speed. So I was thinking that Life Orb was going to be kind of bad for him. And it could be good for me because he wears himself down. He's already worn himself down twice, down to 80%. But I don't get that Sucker Punch damage off on him now. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. He's going to want to switch out of there, and he's going to go to Tapu Fini. Do I double Discarmery? I think I do. Maybe. We'll see, though. So Misty Surge is going to go up. I go for the Play Rough, actually. Never mind. Never mind. I just made the new play. I doubt he gets to defog his rocks for free. And times are bad. So my Lycanroc basically does nothing. Well, it doesn't do exactly nothing because he had to attack me twice. So I figured that it's just going to defog, so I'm going to go for the SD. I can't stop it at this point. So I'm just going to go for the SD, trying to do as much damage as possible. He actually does not. He decides to Surf. This is fine for me too, because I get to keep the rocks down. The more hazards I have up and the more residual damage I force him to take, the better chance I have to potentially come back versus him. Unfortunately, my disguise is going to be broken, so that makes the Zygarde and the Tapu Lele that much more difficult to deal with. But you know what? The rocks are up. So this is going to get red carded out to Conkeldurr. This is good for me. He has a Scizor, but that's not exactly the best switching in the world, especially since he has the Tapu Lele. But the Psychic Train is not up at this point, so it's okay. It's okay for him. He does have to take rocks damage. I go for the Play Rough, trying to play it safe. And since he's in regular form, it actually does quite a bit to him, and he gets the attack drop. So that's pretty solid. I think I'm going to want to switch out here anyways, especially since I have a Skarmory. That should be the play. But it's nice that I got that damage off. He's probably going to want to Roost here anyways. So I can take that opportunity to get a Spike down. And like I said, I'm wearing down the Zygarde. I'm wearing down the Tapu Lele. This is all part of the grand plan to hopefully cheese one out. He's gonna go for the BP on me, obviously trying to take me out. If he didn't go for BP, then Shadow Claw would have taken me out probably, or taken him out probably, even with the Mega Boost. Actually, who knows? I'm sorry, guys. Getting kind of sick. Who knows with the Mega Boost? So I'm gonna take the opportunity to get my first layer spike down. He is just gonna go for the Roost. Nothing I could really do to stop it. I mean, I could have gone for the taunt and actually stopped it, but I expected him to switch out of there anyways, probably to like Conch Elder. Well, not Conch Elder, because he would have taken a bird, not a bird move. Wow, a flying move. Maybe gone to like Tapu Fini or something. I don't know. I guess taunt may have been the play, preventing him from roosting up. But you know what? I went for spikes. He went for roost. I can live with that. He's gonna go for U-turn. You know, I can live with that too. I got a second ban down. Now he's got rocks and he has 2 layers of spikes to deal with. So, like I said, my plan of trying to cheese him out with residual hazards, that plan is looking pretty solid. He's gonna go to Tapu Fini. Look at this. He got to take rocks and he has to take 2 layers of spikes. Look at all this damage. Look at that. He was solidly in the green. Now he's in the yellow. My man looking like some lemonade right now. Shout out to Gucci Mane. But as you guys already know, this Skarmory has a lot of speed in it. Enough speed, as a matter of fact, to outspeed Tapu Fini. Mint speed. Like I said, I might have to rework this a little bit because if the Tapu Fini has speed creep, then it outspeeds me. But I have enough to outspeed Mint speed Tapu Fini. That way they don't get the defog on me. And my spike stream can indeed come real. So we go for the taunt right there. And now he can't defog. Nice. So now we got the hazards up and they're here to stay. He's going to go for the Nature's Madness, and it's actually, well, I go for the Roar right here, so it's not a speed tie. I thought it was a speed tie for a second, but and then I just realized, well, I wouldn't have won it right there. I wouldn't have won the taunt. So I went for Roar. He's going to get out of there thanks to the Roar. To be honest, he may have wanted to, I don't know if he would have wanted to switch or not, or if I predicted that. But he goes to Nature's Madness, gets a lot of damage off on me, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, but it's just surprising to see like Nature's Madness defog. Normally, if they're Nature's Madness, they're like Nature's Madness taunt or something, and they're not defog. I don't know what I'm rambling about right now, but you know what? The hazards are here to stay. Conch Elder's in. I predicted him to switch, but he goes to the Drain Punch. Probably his better play, to be honest, to get that damage off on me. And now my Skarmory is getting pretty low, which is actually really bad for the Scizor. Later on in the game, of course, Tapu Fini is going to come back in, has to take more hazards damage, but it's kind of bad because look at what my health is. To be honest, I probably should have gone for Roar, or not Roar, Roost. Not too sure why I went for Roar there, to be honest. I think it was a pretty free Roar, or Roost. Wow, I'm getting them mixed up. I'm going to go for the Roost now, predicting him to not defog because he's already seen the taunt, and I know how Doom plays. So I figured that he's not going to want to go for it because he doesn't want to waste the turn. Although defog generally is the better play there, well, because it's like, if I don't go for taunt, well, at this, it's kind of a 50-50. If I was at higher health, then defog was the easy play, because if I don't taunt right there, then he gets to remove the hazards for free. But since I was that low health, I can definitely understand why someone would go for the Surf. And like I said, either way, I would have expected him to go for Surf because that's just how he plays. I go for the taunt now. He's obviously not going to defog this time, but I got to play it safe. He's going to go for the Surf, and I've got plenty of Roosts, but he has more Surfs than I have a Roost, so this could be bad later on in the game, especially since I don't have an attacking move for him. So he's gradually gaining leftovers back, and this Tapu Fini is just gonna be sticking around here. So I realize that that's gonna be just what the health is. I'm gonna go to Komala to try and get some sort of pivot because he has 2 turns of taunt left. So after this turn, you'll have 1 turn left, and then I can go out to Magnezone and then get the Volt Switch off. So I'm gonna be able to outslow him, get the U-turn, and then just be able to go to the Magnezone. So that way he doesn't get the defog off and he doesn't gain too much HP back through the leftovers. Plus, if he gets like a crit surf or something on my Skarmory, then it could be bad. He's going to go for the Nature's Madness, decide that that move is going to do more than the Surf. Maybe it's Nature's Madness over Moonblast. I just realized that he could be running that. I'm okay with that, though, because, like I said, Komala is just something that I throw in there just to take a hit. It's not very good on this particular team. So I'm just going to be able to go for the U-turn right there. It did its job that time, though. Like I said, just pivot, take a hit, easy peasy. I'm gonna go to Salazzle actually. To be honest, I should have gone to Magnezone since my Magnezone has more speed than Skarmory, and at that point I would have known that he was faster, but it doesn't matter anyways. Because, well, it kind of does because he has less. Oh no, he has Zydog. Yeah, that's an electric switch and a half. And there's no way I could have gone for Flash Cannon right there, so maybe Salazzle was the better play anyways, because I'd rather have Scizor switching than Zydog. So I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb right there. He has Nihilego. He's going to be able to get his rocks up. Oh well. If he has Sash, his Sash gets broken by the hazards. So you know what, it's okay. He gets his rocks up, like I said, it's whatever. I am going to be able to go to Magnezone right here, and I can just fire off a Flash Cannon pretty safe. No way he switches the Scizor right here. If he does, he is quite strange. He goes to Conkeldurr instead, which is going to be solid. Even if this is a Assault Vest, Conkeldurr is not taking a Flash Cannon. This expects Magnezone. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch instead, however. I guess I'm confident that he's not going to switch to Zygarde, Dog form. And the Conkeldurr is going to be able to take the Volt Switch, but not too well. And I get the momentum, and I can go to Mimikyu. So this is looking really nice right now. Plus, if the Tapu Fini wants to come back in, then the Tapu Fini is going to take a lot of damage. It might even be in range of a Play Rough, not too sure. I'm going to go for the Shadow Claw, take out the Conkeldurr. That's another mon that really wasn't a threat, but it was annoying, and I handled it pretty well this game. So that was good. He's going to go out to his Scizor, has to take all that hazard damage. If I was Will-O-Wisp, I would have been able to clock this thing right now, but I am not Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately. I'm just standard Swords Dance. So this Scizor is not a switch. I've been wanting to experiment with that Will-O-Wisp Mimikyu because a lot of these Scizors love to come in on it. I've seen U-turn at this point, so I'm confident that he doesn't have superpower. Even if he U-turns, it's oh well, because he gets out of there, gets a crit fortunately, but he gets out of there, and next time he comes back in, he has to take more entry hazards damage. I'm completely okay with that. Unfortunately, what this U-turn allows him to do is get the switch out to his Zygarde, and this thing, I've already mentioned it, this thing is pretty good. Where's my team? Just a tad bit good. He's going to take some entry hazard damage, which is nice. Kamala is going to be the sack right here. So after Life Orb, he's going to be below half, which is good, but it's a slight bright spot for a giant dark problem. So we are not... This thing is inside. Like, what do I do versus it? I'm gonna decide that Skarmory is gonna be the answer, sort of. I don't know why I made this switch. What was I? Huh? Why did I do this? Maybe Life Orb damage? Yeah, with the rocks up, it becomes a lot harder to check Scizor and Kamala's down, so I can't spin the hazards away. Yeah, get the extra sack for entry hazards. I could respect that play. Gonna go to Salazzle. A problem here is that since he has extreme speed, Life Form extreme speed takes out my Salazzle after 2 Stealth Rock switch-ins. So I'd be at 51%. So I gotta be cautious of that, because I can live it now, but I can't live it after another rock switch-in. I'm gonna go for the Overheat, and it is gonna end up being a 2-hit KO on Nihilego. This thing is quite bulky on the special side, but not bulky enough for Salazzle. So like I said, 2 Overheat's gonna take it out. It got its job done though, which was to get rocks up. But yeah, we could be facing a problem now that my Salazzle won't be able to take a hit from the Zygarde. I pretty much have to do it with Mimikyu. As far as get him low enough, he's gonna take some more hazards though, which is good. So he might be in Shadow Sneak range. I gotta find the sack though. So we'll see if Salazzle maybe can do it. He has the Tapu Fini left, he has the Tapu Lele left, things are looking real tough. I'm going to go for the Overheat, however, because he's really low. I can live an extreme speed right here, so I'm hoping that I could take him out. I do not take him out, however. -4 was not enough. I do trade because of the Life Orb, which is nice, but my last 2 mons are Mimikyu and Magnezone. So depending on how the situation goes, Mimikyu and Magnezone might not be enough. We'll see. So Zygarde is going to be able to go down. Like I said, it is a trade. Works out nicely, I guess. So here's Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is going to be busted. I'm going to go out to my Drips, which is actually busted. and we're gonna see how the game goes. So he has that Scizor, I have Magnezone for it. He has Tapu Fini, I have Magnezone for that. I just need drips for this Tapu Lele. Hopefully he's not Scarf. If he's Scarf Tapu Lele, we're gonna have some problems. So we'll see how the game goes at this point. So he's gonna want to switch out. This tells me that he specs, so I'm feeling pretty nice right here. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty nice because my thing is faster, potentially, depending on. I'm adamant, so if he's modest, I should have the game in the bag. That's what most of the specs ones are. Although Timid is viable on it, but most of the specs ones are modest, just trying to hit as hard as possible. So I'm adamant. So it's a little questionable. If I was Jolly, I'd have the game right in the bag. Because, like I said, Magnezone for Scizor, Tapu Fini's down. He's going to go to a Scizor right now. Take more entry hazard damage. I think do I just pull it straight back to Magnezone? Well, Give's not necessarily over, because I go for the Shadow Claw. Okay, so here's the play. I think I go for the Shadow Claw predicting the U-turn. Yeah, or at least trying to bait, or if it goes for the Roost, trying to bait him into making the play that I wanted to make. So I go for the Shadow Claw right there. It does enough damage to where the Scizor dies from entry hazards. So at this point, we're looking pretty nice right now. It all depends on what the Tapu Lele's nature is. So we're going to see what it is right now. This is what the game comes down to. Who's faster? Keep in mind that Psychic Terrain is up, so I can't go for Shadow Sneak. But that also means he can't go for Bullet Punch. Not like it matters anyways, because he dies from entry hazards. And he's faster. Sigh. He is timid, Tapu Lele, and like I mentioned earlier, I am adamant Mimikyu. So he is going to be able to win this game at this point. He is Specs, so I can't live magically with Magnezone, and I am Specs Magnezone as well, so I can't outspeed him and go for the Flash Cannon knockout. So he's going to be able to go for Shadow Ball, take me out, and we lose against Doom. Cue the music. Oh well. You know what though? Still a fun game. You know, that's my boy Doom. That's all I gotta say about it. That's just my boy Doom. So, like always, the games are always good. Hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, this team is gonna be retired at this point. Maybe it comes back if I get a good game with it, but probably not. Probably not gonna use it too much anymore. So hope you all enjoyed these games with this team. And hope you all are looking forward to the next batch of games that I got coming up for you. So anyways, like I said, this is Post. Hope you all enjoy, and later.